Hello guys, welcome to my channel. In today's video we are making a short ankara pant with side pocket as you are seeing in this video. So please keep watching, and please guys, remember to subscribe to my channel, hit the like button, comment, and also turn on your notification button so whenever I post a video like this you will get notified. To my returning subscribers, thank you guys very much. If you are yet to subscribe, please subscribe. So guys, go ahead and fold your fabric into two like this, then go ahead and draw a straight line just like I did so to serve as a guide. You can actually draw a straight line by the side, or you can go ahead and take your measurement like that. First thing I did was to take the full length of this short pants, removing 2 inches because my pants will have a band, so I'm minusing the 2 inches. Then I took the full length. I also added 1 inches hemming allowance. Then I go ahead to mark my hip measurement from the waist and also my crotch measurement. Afterwards, I went ahead to take the circumference of the waist measurement, your waist measurement divided by 4, you mark it. Then I also went ahead to take the circumference measurement of my hip measurement divided by 4, I marked it. What I marked on my hips, I'm going to go ahead and mark it on the crotch measurement, then adding extra 2 inches on the crotch. And also on the hemming allowance, I'm going to go ahead and take the circumference measurement of my thigh divided by 2, I'll mark it there. Then I'll go ahead and connect the lines. Then from the crotch to the hip line, I'm going to curve it this way, then take the line down to the where the length of the pant stopped. That's basically all for the measurement of the front part, and then I'll go ahead and cut out the fabric, and this will serve as our front pattern, which we are going to use to also cut the back pattern. Now go ahead and also fold a fabric into two like this to cut out the back pattern. We're going to place the front pattern on top of this fabric and then add some inches of allowance for sewing allowance. You can go ahead and add 1 inches or half inch for sewing allowance. After marking the lines, go ahead and trace it. Then after that, you use your scissors and cut it out. It's as simple as that. So the next thing to cut is just the pocket. Like I said on my previous videos, there is no special way to draft for the pocket. Just to place your hand like I did so, then trace it, trace the shape of your hands and make sure that the pocket is not too big or too small. Then go ahead and cut it. When you are done with the first one, you are going to also fold your fabric like we did before, then place it and use it to cut out the second pocket just like I did so. The next thing I did is to cut out the piece of fabric I'll be using for the band. The band is about 2 inches, so I measured 4 inches because I'm going to fold it into two, and I also added extra half inch for sewing allowance. And that's basically all for the cutting part. Now we go into the stitching part. First thing we are going to be doing is to fix the pocket. And to fix the pocket, we are working on the front pattern first. Now this is the pieces of fabric we are using for the pocket. Place the piece like this, front right side facing the right side. Then use your pin to hold it into place. Like that, you are going to repeat the same process on the other side. Then after that, from this side, just like I'm doing so, come in by half inch, and also this side come in by half inch. Then you are going to go ahead and join the line just like I'm doing so, and then bring it out like this. You are going to repeat the same process on this side. Come in by half inch on both sides, then join the line. After joining the line, we are going to take them over to the sewing machine and sew it like this. So as I'm done stitching the part, these are the places I stitch like this. Then I'm going to go ahead and use my scissors to notch it a little there. Be careful not to cut the thread that you just sewed. Like that also, I'm going to notch the other side. This is to enable the pocket to flip to the other side. Then after notching, I'm going to flip this fabric to the other side. That's the wrong side. As I'm doing so, then after that, I'll go ahead and iron it out. I'm done ironing, and this is what I have. The piece of fabric is already on the wrong side, just like that. So now I'll go ahead and take the second fabric for this pocket and then place it on the top of this one, just like that, right side facing right side. Then I'll adjust it very well for it to be equal. After that, I will use my pin to hold it into place so it doesn't shift when I'm sewing it. The same process is repeated on the other side. So after now, I'll take it to the sewing machine and then sew it round, just like so. So after stitching it, this is what I have. This is how the pocket will look like when you are done stitching it round. Then we are going to go ahead and bring in the back side of the fabric. Go ahead and turn the front side like this, right side facing up. Then bring the back pieces just like this. Place one of them like this. Make sure the crotch side is facing each other, right side facing right side, just like this. Use your pin to hold it into place, and the same thing you are going to go ahead and do on the other side. Then after that, we'll take it to the sewing machine and sew it down. When you're sewing it, make sure you don't sew on top of the pocket that you just fixed. Just sew it half inch on the sewing machine. So I'm done stitching it, and this is what I have here. This is exactly how it will look like if you are following the step. So next thing, we are going to place one of the fabric like this, right side facing upright. Then we'll take the second one and place on top of it, right side facing right side. Make sure you know the right side of the fabric. Then after that, we are going to go ahead and stitch it from the waist down to the crotch, not to down, down to the crotch like this, just from here up. And then the other side as well, we are going to stitch from the waist to the crotch line. So I'm done stitching it. At the back side, I didn't stitch it till end because I want to add a zipper there. The next thing to do is to go ahead and join the two legs together, just like this. I'm going to sew it round just like this, and then I'll go ahead and add a zipper here. Then also go ahead and add the band. This is the fabric, this is piece I'm using for the band. I've gone ahead to stitch the both ends. I'll then turn it over like this. Then from this open side, I'm going to place it from the right side of the pants. Just attach it from the right side, just like this. and take it round. Then after securing it with pin, I'll go ahead and sew it on the sewing machine. After that, I'll go ahead and iron it out just like so. After attaching the band, I'll also go ahead and add the zipper. So guys, I'm done with attaching the zipper and we're almost done with this pants. This is the zipper here and these are the back, and this is the pocket. I've gone ahead to add the band and we are almost done. It's just to go ahead and hem the downside.